The good news: men and women rely on each other. God made them equal partners in life, and they should respect each other always. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 11 through 12.
Hey fam bam, it's me, Juslonda. Can we talk that talk? So I have my friend, best friend in the world, just about. She's moving. It's moving up there. It's moving up there. It's moving on up. It's moving on up. I have Shelly with me again, and I wanted to talk to y'all about this Keke Palmer. I was gonna call her Keke Shepherd. Now you know that's some bad business. But I sent Shelly the video that y'all just saw, and I was hearing all sorts of takes on it. A lot of people was like, girl, you need to leave him, and he ain't got no money, he's just there, he's talking about traditional and he didn't wife you and blah 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 blah. And I was going to put my take on it, and Shelly is engaged. Might as well say she's married, but Shelly is engaged, and I just wanted us to talk about it. So I'm going to pull up what I have so you'll be able to see everything as well. So it all started off with Darius. Darius got upset at the fact that his baby's mother is out wearing something like this. And his first tweet was saying, "It's the outfit for me, though. You're a mom." A lot of people thought that he was joking and things like that. On just first tweet, what would you think, Shelly?
Don't tweet. Don't. No. Stop giving Elon the business. No. You got it. You got any issue? Do not bring it up on social media. Do not go to Facebook, Meta, Threads, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I don't care what they call it. Friendster. No. Just and yeah, I mean, based on that, I don't know. I feel like you could tell he's throwing some shade. I would not have thought that was oh, he's lighthearted or anything about it.
Right.
But just this is the thing that's killing me. And maybe because you and I, we were there during social media.
Yeah.
But we weren't there from little kids on either. I don't want to give away our age, but you know what I mean?
Right.
We remember dial-up. So gossip in school is bad enough and things like that and whatever. But nowadays, man, people put out their dirty laundry or their dirty opinions or their dirty whatever, their dirty knickers for all the world to see. And it's just it's just so bad. And I just think it's not the way to handle anything with a relationship, whether it's a friendship, romantic. Just do what you're supposed to do with social media and post fake photos, real photos of you happy and vacationing. And I won this award. I got this job. Make your life great. Do your own little marketing, but any of that business, no. Okay. No tweeting.
No tweeting. So that's from the first tweet. That's what you get. No tweeting for the first tweet. So his second tweet of that day was saying, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife or mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others. And he gets told that he's much of a hater. He is. This is my family and my reputation. I have standards and morals. I have standards and morals to what I believe in. I rest my case. Now, he said quite a mouthful in there.
He doubled down.
he said
Publicly.
what he said. Okay.
He said what he said.
But sir, you said wife. And if I'm not mistaken,
there's not a ring
you
on it.
said wife first. So to my knowledge, and to everyone else's knowledge,
Right.
you're not married to her.
Mm-mm.
She is the mother of your child. But yet, Keke has always been, and I'll throw up some pictures. Kiki's always been a type of person who showcased her body. However, like he said, she is a mom now, and she has that new mom body. She didn't have all that beforehand, and that baby weight distributes like poom pow pow, like look at scrumptious. You know what I'm saying?
You should get something good out of it.
Oh, he's getting plenty good out of it.
No, but
and he's made it known. He's made it known that, he's getting things good out of it, to where he actually had another viral moment. But we'll talk about that in a moment. But what do you think so far about his second tweet? Because like I said, you're not married. You're just her boyfriend that you happen to have a child with. I don't see the problem, because even if you are married to her, you're not going to stop her from wearing what she wants to wear. And if that's not the relationship that you wanted, obviously y'all not as connected as you thought. Pumpkin?
Agreed. So he doubled down, and he decided, I'm going to get a shovel. I'm going to really dig that grave and do it publicly so that everybody can see. So there's that. Then to his actual tweet itself. Yeah. I mean, Donovan and I, full disclosure, sometimes we actually will call each other wife and husband in certain social situations or certain things, because we don't want to get into the weeds with,
And it's no one's business. So yeah, I get it. Yeah.
However, she is not his wife. And even if she was, like, I was thinking about this, and I'm like, my biggest stink with this is that he did this publicly. That's my biggest problem.
That is the biggest thing.
If she came home and he went, baby, it's so good to see you, and they went outside and relaxed, and he just, brought it up, hey, I don't know how comfortable, and even like talk about, like, I'm not sure, because I know in the past he's put up other videos of her, and
we're going to get into that.
But in private, absolutely open to discussion. I don't have an issue so much with necessarily his feelings. I have a problem with the way he went about it. And the other thing is, the way he went about it, I think, is less about what she was wearing, but more about feeling threatened by Usher. Because he's seeing Usher.
I'm so glad you mentioned that.
And they're good. They should do a duet. And he got her in the show, and I mean, look, it's Usher. Like,
it's Usher.
He's
basically, women's heartthrob. That's, at a particular age. And Keke's right in that, in that era. So for her to be serenaded by Usher.
And then she starts singing with him, and she's got, great voice.
She has a lovely voice.
Look, it's super smart. It was super smart on Usher's part to come up to her. She could have been wearing a potato sack. He probably would have still loved her up and done that singing thing with her, the duet. Mm-hmm. And like, that's just smart. This isn't just some like normie person that nobody knows. This is Keke Palmer. So like, Usher's people knew, like, this. I don't know if she knew he was going to do that. That part I don't know, but it was super smart for marketing. And
Right.
also, like, they probably know each other and work together. It's a small community.
It's a small community.
Like, whatever. And okay, so she was wearing, pretty sexy dress, but I've seen more revealing.
I've seen worse, and I've got pictures of other stuff that she's worn as
Right.
well.
And like,
So what's the
I mean,
difference? It's
yeah,
because she's grabbing all that attention because of her new mommy weight that she has. And again, Keke, no one really paid Keke that much attention because she used to dress pretty much the same way. Now, I will say lately it looks like in the past couple of years, maybe about 2 years or so, she looks like she's got a new hairstylist, she's got a new makeup artist, and a new wardrobe stylist. And they are doing the thing for her. And now that she has that new mommy weight on her, like they are making sure like we're putting her out there. And she looks good and she looks
that's great.
happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She looks happy with the family.
But I think he felt threatened because it's
He
Usher
did feel threatened.
and
I
the
really feel
spotlight.
like he felt threatened as well.
Yeah. And then when she turns around, you see her booty, because that's when he went after. Not only was it a great moment and it was like, oh my God, this is amazing, but he's like green with envy. But then she turns around and it's like, everybody knows.
Everyone knows
Got
what's
it.
going on. But you know what? The thing about it, like, even if Usher was like, let's say he was like, you know, Keke said like this and like this. That's a wrap. That's a no. That's a no. She said like this and like this. Meaning, let me back away. And she backed away when she did it. She backed away and did like this. I mean, I like to dance. Typically I show my husband all the little scandalous outfits I do wear. I mean, it's not that scandalous because everyone's pretty much naked out here, but for me, it's scandalous.
Well, it's hot right now where you are. So you're allowed.
For me, it's a bit scandalous, but I show Ray my outfit and he'll say whatever he said, but he knows that nothing's gonna come out of it. Like I'll go out and dance and me and my friends will dance with each other. And if someone tries to buddy on in, we twist each other right on out. Like we don't get caught up in the moment.
Right.
And for Keke to back up and go like this,
and
she was just like, she kept it cute. No one's seeing that part. Like he must not pay attention. He may not know cues like that.
He was looking at Usher and the way
because Usher was like, dang.
Look, straight men look at Usher and feel like their heart pitter patters and also are jealous. Like it's they're not blind. And she did everything right. She was, totally respectful, but having fun. And then he's trying to like call that out. And like, honestly, on social media, he could have played this so differently and been more like, wow, glad she got to sing with Usher. Can't wait for my boo to come home. Like, if he had played it that way, that he would have looked in control, the king. Like he knows what's up. Yes. But since he went into bitch boy mode and decided to cry about it and decided to look like it, now he's invited all of this negative attention on himself that he had to turn off all his social media. And on top of it, now there's all this, he's not employed. He's not nothing. He's not like,
yes, y'all don't know. I can't stand that. I'm so glad you brought that up too. Like y'all don't know that man's what he does. I did look up something and he was in a show called What Players Play. He was in something else as well. So I mean, he's buckling down being a father. Someone has to take care of the child. So I mean, if Keke is the one that is the breadwinner, then she's the breadwinner. It flip-flops like that. But I wish she was married because it doesn't look good. Because now you got all these other people and us and us talking about it. The fact that the boyfriend is supposedly, people are thinking he's a bum.
but he invited it. That's what I'm saying. The minute you take
Social media.
under the tent and call everything out and say, hear ye, you that's it. And you better not have a glass house. You better not have skeletons in your closet. You better not have nothing. And even if you don't, people are still like, you just don't go there.
You just don't go there. Yeah.
Like, no. And then, yeah. And it's just, he seemed immature. He seems insecure. He does seem like a hypocrite because I know he's posted things about her in the past. I don't know if this has some weird, like, she's a mother now. So what? So when you're a mother.
No. The other thing that I have is it was posted after she was
okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, this is partially why I didn't want to have kids, because I feel like people have this weird, once you have a child,
you're not sexy anymore.
You become a wife, a mother, but you can't be you anymore. And it's like
facts.
So guess what? No kids.
But you know what? And it's funny you mentioned that, because I remember after having Jeanne, I was like, okay, so the short skirt's gotta go. The skinny top has gotta go. So I totally changed my wardrobe because I was Jeanne's mom. And then like a year later, I was like, this is not me. I was like, I can't do this. Like, this is not me. But yeah, every woman goes through different stages, and especially when you become a mom, it kind of changes you. You kind of feel weird about your body and trying to be respectful because you have a child and you have your boyfriend or your husband or whatever the case may be. Yeah. And the other thing that I want to talk about is when he said that this is my family and my representation, I have standards and morals. So my morals would be that, like, you would marry her first instead of.
You would think. I mean, Mr.
Like,
Conservative.
you would marry her first. Like, don't get me wrong, because I did it wrong too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had children, and then then we got married. Actually, we had children, we bought the house, and then we got married.
But you're not standing on some like high horse and judging.
I'm not.
Being like,
I'm not.
I have morals. Like, you're not doing that. So it's fine. That's what he did.
That is what he did.
He walked right in it.
He walked right in it. So you have these morals, but you didn't have enough morals to give her your last name.
What's his last name? Jackson?
No, that's the brother. That's the actor brother.
That's
Dalton. Daulton.
Got a good name. She should stick with it. That's the other thing. Ever since I realized that women give up their last names, I have a great last name. I'm not getting rid of.
You do.
We're not going to reveal it, I guess, but like, I really have a good. I have not met a man that can even come close to my name. My name's so good. So
and actually, your full name kind of like your first and last name, like it really hits and sticks. Yep. So yeah, I get it.
I've always said I'll marry him, but I'm not, and it's not even. I don't want to talk about hyphenated. I'm not filling out that box.
I hyphenated my name.
Yeah, but I don't.
But the military dropped it, and it was like, no, ma'am, this is your name.
No.
So it's so funny, like whenever I have to do something, because like I said, I had my kids first, so my kids have my maiden name because I didn't know if we were going to get married. Like, you're not gonna, like, that's not gonna be a thing. So my kids have my maiden name, and I was like, well, whenever I do stuff with the kids, I'm like, no, they're my kids. Like, I have to show my driver's license because my driver's license has my maiden name and my marriage name on it. But then my military ID just has my marital name on it. Because the military dropped it. Like, they was like, no, we don't do that here.
But I have a last name like yours, though, your married name, in that if I hyphenated because of what my last name is, that could get really weird depending on what their name is. So think about it. Because you know, you get it. Yeah. Like it could be really Native American sounding or very like really strange.
Really strange.
Really strange. So that's the other reason I'm like ditching the hyphen. And Donovan knows. And I've even told Donovan, you know, that he should take my last name because his is actually his foster family. It's not his birth name. So I'm like, ditch it. And if he had my last name, he would sound like a movie star. Think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he would.
So I'm like, take my name. Step up.
Step up. So then he has one last tweet.
Oh,
he had one last tweet. So the last tweet says, last tweet of the day for sure. That's for the real ones to understand. So I'm just assuming that everyone was just going in on him because of the fact that it is, you know, what he said. However, I'm going to put a clip in and I'm just going to show that to you so you can see it.
Y'all see this work? Y'all see this? Y'all see this work?
So
when was that? When did he post that?
That was posted after that. To me, because not too long. That was posted after her having, what's the son's name? I don't know the son's name, but he puts on, and it's clearly you can see it's his name, so it's his Instagram. He says, "My son did a transformation at Keke." So everyone knew Keke was the straight up and down person, but the baby weight distributed her. And he knew it too. Like she's sitting there clapping her booty cheese. He's like, yeah.
But he's controlling it. You see the difference? He's controlling that. Like that narrative. I posted this.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yes. So I think there's some of that too. It's like, I'm comfortable with showing this off because it's coming from me. And I guess he would go, I'm the father of the baby, so I can, like he could do that because I don't know, but hypocrite. And also just don't police your women like that. Don't do it in public. If your lady does something that you're uncomfortable with, or your man, whatever it may be, like do it in private and have an adult conversation and understand that ultimately it could be your hang up and that means that's your problem.
Yep.
Definitely. You got to work on that.
You got to work on it. I feel like he was definitely insecure about the Usher thing, the fact that he could not control the narrative, that the fact that he wasn't there because it was a girls' trip.
Right.
So the fact that he wasn't there, he was really bothered. The fact that he's changing poop.
She's rubbing up against Yeah.
Well, you know what? Because I guess all the heat and everything, they went on ahead and unfollowed each other on Instagram. So now they're being petty. But you know, that fire got way too hot for Darius. He went on ahead and got off of Twitter and off of Instagram.
I say amen. I say the best decision out of all of this, stay out.
Stay out.
Because you don't know how to use it. And you don't know how to use it in a good way.